Hello everyone, it's Cindy Mahoney coming to you again just to give you a word of encouragement and to lift you up today. I have been receiving some amazing feedbacks from some of my friends and family that have been listening to my recordings, and I just want to thank you for that because it really does help to encourage me also to know that the words that I'm sharing and my encouragement and my wisdom is falling on ears that are receptive and hearts that are open to receive and to really be lifted up, because that's the reason that I do this. So if you listen to my recordings and you enjoy them, please share them, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and these things will come emailed to you, and you'll be keeping up to date with me as I keep up to date with you. So it's another brand new day, and I have this kind of a habit. I start every morning just with the words coming off of my lips. Thank you, Father, for a brand new day. Thank you that your mercies are made new each and every morning. Now, for those of you that don't have this affiliation or realization that your very life force energy is God in you. It's not that you're separate from God or that you're trying to get to Him. And I'm not necessarily a religious person, but I do believe with all of my heart that all of us originate from one source. It doesn't matter what nationality you are, what your belief system is that you've been raised under, because really a belief is just something that you think over and over again. It just becomes a neurological pathway in your brain that you've created this belief. So I'm not trying to take away from anything. I'm just simply saying that, hey, we can change our mind in any given moment. We can grow in grace and love and recognize that our Creator is literally always expanding. Consciousness is always expanding. And I'm excited because, sometimes people get discouraged and they feel like, oh, this or that thing in my life is coming to an ending. It's coming to a close. And instead of opening their heart and preparing for the new thing that is trying to make its way into their experience, they focus on the old, and they have a hard time shutting that door and letting it go so that they can be excited and encouraged about the new things that are coming into your experience. Because the soul always wants expansion. Our soul came here, manifested here in this physical body to have expansion, to have experience, and to know things by way of experience. And we are sentient beings. We do, have our five senses. But, to move beyond just being moved by our five senses, we also have spiritual senses of knowing within our being. Meaning, like you've heard people use the term, I just had a gut feeling. That's the center of our emotions. I just had this knowing, just something that I don't know how to explain it. I just had this knowing. That's the seed of your knowing. That's your heart center. And, I just want to encourage people to become a little bit more rooted and grounded in the truth of your intuition and your spiritual sense of knowing. Because if you always go just, by the circumstance that's happening in your life, you're always waiting for something to happen and, say, well, this is the goal line. This is what I'm expecting. Or, it's always been this way. So you're automatically expecting and setting yourself up that this will repeat itself. We need to be more, visionary, people that are looking to have a new experience and not necessarily, stay in the old paradigm. It's really a powerful thing that we have to be able to come into this state of creation mode. I've talked about that a little bit on the last message, stress or creation. But when I speak about creation, I don't just mean the things that you manifest in your life. Those are just simply mirrors of the state of your being at the time. And when I say the state of your being, I mean your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors. That is what, signifies the state of your being or your personality. And your personality is what makes up your personal reality. And sometimes people try to change their personal reality without changing their personality. And it never works, because wherever you go, there you are. You can always look at your life and say, well, I've been on this job for a really long time and I'm just not happy here. Two people can go to work and work side by side and do the same exact kind of work, and one has a good day and the other has a bad day. What's the difference? Attitude. Their attitude about it. So my encouragement to you today is to begin to become more self, examining. Look at yourself. Listen to the thoughts that you think. Start to become more conscious of the feelings that you're feeling in any given moment, and become aware. Become the observer instead of just the one that's kind of enmeshed in the story. Because you know what? Every day is a brand new day. You can get up every morning and write a brand new story. I like how Paul in the scriptures said, we are the written epistles, written not with ink, but in the fleshly tables of the heart. This means you will have literally living reality experiences that it's like you're writing a book. And, I touched on a little bit before about how science has now discovered what they're calling epigenetics, or above the gene. That, our genes literally they're like a blueprint, and we get to decide what that blueprint is according to the way we think and the way we feel and the way we respond to things. And you can literally change your DNA. None of it is solid. It doesn't, there's 35,000 different possibilities that your DNA can be encoded with. And you get to decide according to the way you think, the way that you feel, and what you are, projecting from those feelings. That's going to be your experience. And that excites me. I mean, don't look at that like, it's a bad thing, because in any given moment, like I said, you can just take in a deep breath of life and you can say, you know what? I don't owe any attachment to yesterday. Yesterday's past. And I don't know necessarily what tomorrow will bring, but I want to be present in this moment, right here and right now. And to move into a state of present moment awareness, I cannot tell you how absolutely liberating this is. I was discussing with my dear friend and co-host that, I work with a team on destinywords.org. We do a live broadcast and every Sunday night from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And I was talking with my friend Greg, and he was saying, that he went into this meditation, and in the meditation, he just created this absolute feeling of bliss. Like, it's like the isness, like in that moment where there's nothing that's pressing you to go anywhere, to think anything, to do anything. It's just this moment is perfect just as it is. And I experience this when I'm out in nature, where I just come into this state of just, I'm not in that analytical mind that's always driving your thinking, making you feel like, you have to be analyzing something or working out something or trying to move toward a goal. It's just like in nature, for me, it's like a blissful state where I can just breathe the fresh air. I can hear the birds singing. I can get my hands in the dirt and just like feel the sense of just being present and not having to be anywhere or answer to anyone or feel like you need to be accomplishing something. It's just such a liberating feeling. And if you understand what that does for your inner being, it brings you into perfect balance. And I just want to encourage you today, find your bliss. Some people do this through quiet meditation. They close their eyes. Like my friend Greg says, he likes to lay on his back when he does his, because, that way his body is actually comfortable and his mind isn't drifting to, oh, this feels uncomfortable to try to sit in this particular position. Whatever works for you. The main thing is we're learning how to release ourselves, take back our power, take back our mind, our thinking, and get out of stress mode, get into creation mode where, you're not only in healing and repair for your body physically, but your mind and your emotions. You're giving them an opportunity to just be at rest, to be at peace. and to feel the joy that's always available to you in any moment. So don't try to find it in your life circumstance. Create the life circumstance. And if you didn't get a chance to listen to my previous video that I recorded on YouTube, it's a two-part series that's entitled Stress or Creation. And if you want to listen to that and kind of get a little bit of a better understanding of the things that I was sharing there, please avail yourself to that. And like I said, maybe you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know why that twists my tongue. But just, I want to be here to encourage you and to bless you. And again, I just want to thank those of you that have given me the absolute amazing compliments on my work. It's not work to me because this is my passion. I just love sharing from my heart, sharing my faith and my love, and extending blessings to you and trying to lift you up and edify you and strengthen you, because that's what the body of Christ is really all about. We're here to edify and strengthen one another and to pull on the goodness that I know is in every single one of our hearts, because we all come from a state of love. We all come from, where there is no anxiety. Anxiety comes from the cares of this life. And anytime you can lay those down, you can just choose in this moment to be in joy. And that's what I want to encourage you to do today. So make it sweet. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.